What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a really quick review of the Philips Sonicare 6100 toothbrush. In this review, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the toothbrush, including one thing you should know before buying. So guys, I've actually been focused on reviewing toothbrushes for a little while now, and the reason for that is we are trying to find the best fit for us, and I really like the Philips Sonicare line. The 6100 here is definitely a good brush overall, and there's a lot of things to like about it. But before I jump into everything about the brush, let's just talk about what it comes with. So it has this travel case here. Frankly, it's not, not super nice or anything like that. I mean, it's just a standard case, but it holds everything that you need it to hold, right? The brush can go here, and then they can have the brush heads here as well. So it does hold, in just a standard case overall. That'll keep your brush clean when you're traveling. This is the actual charger that you'd put by your, in your bathroom or whatever. That's, pretty standard. I mean, how those work. Basically, you just throw it on, and I don't know if you heard that, right? I'll give you two little beeps, and it is now charging. But the brush itself, I'm a big fan of Philips, the Sonicare, because I like the brush head in and of itself. A little bit smaller than other brush heads out there, but I feel like it's a little bit stiffer too and does a really good job of scrubbing away plaque, etc. Right? So I'm just a really big fan of that overall. I like their brush head a lot, and this one, takes the universal brush head, if you will. So definitely a good thing there. The brush itself, so the actual electric toothbrush here, very good as well. So there's a few things to know about it. So basically, when you turn it on, you can see that's the actual pressure that it's giving, and you can press it again and then a third time, right? This is the most intense, the weakest, the middle, right? And to kind of give you an idea, so this is the lowest level. Trying to give you kind of a view here. That's the lowest. That's the medium, and then that's the high, right? So it does actually it puts quite a bit of pressure on it. If you're wondering what would work for you, for me, it's usually the middle one. Now, aside from the different intensities, you can also do a clean mode. And by pressing this, you can do a clean mode, a white mode, and then a gum care. Gum care is specifically just to kind of massage your gums. Clean is like your daily thing, and then white is to whiten them. Would probably be a good idea to accompany that with a whitening toothpaste to get the full effect. Now, one of the things that I really like about the Sonicare line as well is this. So if you're turning on, one of the things, including myself, that a lot of people do that they don't realize they do is they put too much pressure on their teeth when they are actually brushing. And you may not know this, but that can actually damage the enamel, right? So this is great because if you're pressing, we're putting pressure on, no problem, no problem. You hear that? That noise right there. So you'll find that if you're pressing too hard, it'll make that noise, basically letting you know, hey, you need to stop pressing so hard when you're actually using it. So it's a cool way of knowing that you're pressing too hard and not using proper brushing technique, which I didn't think was a big deal, but now I know it actually is a big deal, and I was one of those hard brushers, if you will. So might be happening to you without you even realizing it. The other thing that's cool about this is when you turn it on, right? So basically there's going to be 4 different tonal changes. So basically this would be us brushing and brushing, brushing, and eventually it's going to kind of almost make like a blipping noise. So you notice that little change there with the brush itself. That is basically letting you know, you separate your mouth into 4 quadrants: upper left, upper right, bottom left, bottom right. When that happens, hey, if you're doing the upper left, you need to now change to a different quadrant of your brush. So it actually makes sure that you're properly brushing in the different quadrants of your mouth, so you get full coverage. So kind of a cool, little perk that it has there as well. Now, there's also a way to basically set it up with these so that it'll essentially let you know whenever your brush head needs to get replaced, which should happen about every 3 months or so. Actually, also a lot more important than I realized, but that's something that it can be set up to do as well. Now, in terms of the things to know about this, so there's a few things. So first off, I'm not a huge fan of this because, been using this one, etc. And one of the issues with it is that sometimes, you know, after you get done, what do? You set it on here, and if you haven't dried off the toothbrush well enough, what can happen is, you know, some saliva or toothpaste or whatever can kind of accumulate on this, and you got to wipe it. It's kind of annoying because there's a little crevice here. You could do it, but just one little thing. The other thing that it irritates me about Philips, the Sonicare line, it comes with one brush head. I don't know why they just have one. I mean, you know, you pay a decent price, they can give you more than one, but they only give you one brush head. So be aware that if you buy this, you do only get one brush head to start off with. But, you know, not the end of the world, but just something to consider. So overall, guys, yeah, if you're considering it, I mean, I really like Philips, the Sonicare line. I think they're definitely good brushes. This one's no exception. Some cool functionality in there to help you get better at brushing. And yeah, if you're considering buying this one, I don't think that you would regret it.